Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome back to my channel. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining me here today. Here's your fourth stimulus check update and daily news report. Governors are beginning to issue more stimulus payments to eligible Americans. A larger stimulus check could be included into the bipartisan infrastructure package before it's signed into law. This Friday, everyone, I will be giving away more Amazon gift cards. You can enter my giveaway by subscribing to my channel, leaving a comment below, and also liking this video. State leaders in California have approved a $100 billion plan to further the economic recovery in the state, which includes new stimulus checks for its residents, rent relief, and grants to small businesses. This was first proposed back in May. Governor Gavin Newsom signed the legislation that reflects the majority of the state's 2021 to 2022 state budget agreement. The budget is part of Newsom's California Comeback Plan, which is aimed to aid the state's economic recovery from this crisis. According to Newsom's office, the plan provides immediate cash relief to middle-class families and businesses hit hardest by this crisis, creating the biggest state tax rebate in American history and the largest small business relief package in our nation. Governor Newsom claimed that the plan will be partially funded through a surge in state revenue, in addition to federal recovery funds and a resurgent economy. California is a state with progressive income tax, meaning that the tax rates increase the further up the income scale you go. These rates rise and fall more dramatically than any other taxes. Capital gains especially can drive much of the change in these tax rates.
The ADA gives all Americans the opportunity to fully participate in our democracy, in our economy, and in our society. The ADA gives all Americans the opportunity to determine their own future. Self-determination, which I believe the government must facilitate. That is the impact of the ADA. And after all, the promise of America. At the same time, truth must be told. The ADA was a very important beginning, but there is still so much work to be done. Both on enforcement and future legislation. And that is why I am so heartened to see the generations of leaders.
Cal Matters, a website dedicated to explaining how California's state capitol works, claims that the economic recovery from the crisis saw higher earners getting back to work much more quickly than low-income workers, and that taxing wealthier workers at a higher rate has given the state the resources to pay for the benefits that Newsom is now transferring through the next year's budget. This has been realized through what Gavin Newsom claimed as a $75.7 billion surplus, which will help to pay for one of the most ambitious state economic stimulus plans in history. Newsom added that the budget is built on a strong fiscal foundation that includes over $25 billion in reserves, pays off educational deferrals, and continues to pay down long-term retirement debt. The plan will see 2 out of every 3 Californians receive a Golden State stimulus check in the form of the biggest state tax rebate in American history. Newsom's office also claims that nearly 2/3 of its residents right now qualify for a stimulus check of $600, and qualified families with children will receive an additional $500. This plan also includes $5.2 billion to help low-income renters and their landlords, covering 100% of back rent and all prospective rent for several months into the future. Governor Gavin Newsom also stated that $2 billion will be allocated for past due water and utility bills, and more money for tenant legal assistance. For small businesses, the plan will also provide an additional $1.5 billion in direct grants to California's small businesses, including $120 million towards a grant program to incentivize businesses to relocate to the state. The Internal Revenue Service has sent out an additional $900,000 plus up payments as it continues to hand out millions more stimulus checks. A further 2.2 million payments have been issued as of last Wednesday, as it continues to distribute its third round of aid. These bonus amounts are based on information gleaned from recently filed tax returns, meaning those who received less money than they should have during their previous rounds of stimulus are now being reimbursed. Over 1 million Americans who never received a third stimulus check, passed under the American Rescue Plan back in March, are finally getting some cash thanks to their 2020 taxes. The IRS said that it has distributed 2.2 million more direct payments of up to $1,400 over the last 6 weeks. That now brings the total funds distributed under the American Rescue Plan up to an aggregate value of $400 billion. The latest checks had an official payment date through July 21st. More than 900,000 of these fresh stimulus checks are what they call the IRS Plus Up payments. These payments are bonus money for people who previously got third round of stimulus checks, though not the full amount. Stimulus payments, meanwhile, will continue to go out on a weekly basis throughout the summer. And as negotiations over the bipartisan infrastructure plan stall, Senator Bernie Sanders unveiled a $3.5 trillion reconciliation package. This proposal includes many popular measures that were left out of the infrastructure plan put together by over 20 Democratic and Republican senators. Bernie Sanders, who has not been involved in the bipartisan negotiations, voiced his concerns over the lack of progressive policies, which is not included in the package. In an interview with PBS, he spoke to the disillusionment many feel towards the government, saying, "There are a lot of people in our country, working class people, who are losing faith in the ability of government to address their needs. And what we are doing is just that." Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has said that he would like to see more stimulus money added into President Biden's family and jobs plan passed through reconciliation. That is the end of the video, everyone. Thank you so much for being here this morning with me. I greatly appreciate it. Remember that this Friday, I will be announcing more winners on my Amazon gift card giveaway. You can enter the giveaway by subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and also leaving a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a wonderful and blessed Monday.